Hello everybody, Discovery Bird Life. Welcome to the Bird House. In this video, I want to have a conversation about everything that's going on in our culture right now. There's a lot of different things going on. This been a decent year, but at least we can at least conversate what's going on in our culture. So, with that said, I just wanted to make a video. I've been a little quiet for a minute. I had a chance to vacay. Went to New Orleans, had an awesome time. Did something different. I mean, yes, I'm a Nike guy, but we celebrated my bro birthday and I rocked three stripes the whole time and it was awesome. Had an awesome time with my brother Derek and all my friends and fam that came with us. And New Orleans is awesome. It's crazy. Day life is one thing and nightlife is definitely something else. But I had an awesome time. The experience was great. And hopefully, I'll be able to see New Orleans again. I mean, I wouldn't mind going back, give a little time or so. But what I want to talk about right now is Nike Jordan brand is killing off our Jordan 1s. They're not releasing them as much. They putting them in the vault. And, I'm not mad about it. For me, my favorite silhouette is the Air Jordan 3. But before that, it was the Jordan 1. It was first love for me. I had the Chicago ones in my 6th grade year of junior high. I'm telling some age here. And that was like 85. But I think I copped them. Well, I didn't cop them. My mother got them for me around 86. And if anybody bought the Lost and Founds, you saw ads in the paper and you saw that they was going for I want to say $29.99 or $39.99, and that's why I got them for them. That's how much my mother paid for them. I'm from Detroit, and we had like a neighborhood apartment store. It was called Kingsway, and my mother got my Air Jordan 1 Chicago's from Kingsway. I just made it to the men's sizes. She bought me a 7.5, and for those who don't know, it was Sky Jordans for the kids and Air Jordans for the men's sizes, and I just made it to get a pair of Air Jordans instead of Sky Jordans. But at the end of the day, I'm not really gonna miss Jordan 1s. I have plenty of them. Out of all the silhouettes that I copped, Jordan 1s and Jordan 3s I have the most of. I got a plethora of them. And I can't complain. We all know they release a lot of them. They come in a lot of different colors. I think I got all the colors I pretty much wanted. I might cop the Worlds, the Air Jordan 1 Worlds later on when they release. That's something I think I might get my hand on. I remember clearly when they first released, I had my Chicago 1s on, and somebody walked past me with the Worlds on my feet, and I was like, whoa. I got a little envious for a second. But I never made it my business to cop a pair for me. I bought the Reimagines for my wife, the Reimagine Royals, the black and royal blue suede release. But since they coming out OG with the leather, I probably might cop a pair for myself. But what I will do, I can share some of my favorite Air Jordan 1 releases, the ones that mean something dear to me, the ones that I love to rock. And I ain't gonna front. Certain Jordan 1s give me nostalgia, the same feeling I felt when I first had them in my hand as a youngin'. So it's only right I gotta start up with the OG, the Air Jordan 1 Chicago. This one right here is the 2015 release. They still dead stock. I haven't rocked these yet. I just look at these things and just fall in love. And one day I'm gonna break these out. I don't know exactly when. But one thing I do love about Jordan 1s, out of all your Air Jordans, the Jordan 1 is gonna last you the longest. Of course, yes, it's the leather, but what separates the Air Jordan 1 from all the Air Jordans is this outsole is rubber. Rubber don't crumble like your rest of your Jordans because Too Long to the Future is made with polyurethane. This is made with rubber. So if you're a collector and you act funny towards ones, you're gonna get eventually heartbroken because your ones gonna last you more than anything in your collection. So that's something to think about when you see a nice Air Jordan 1 sitting in the store. You might want to cop it because that's the one Jordan that's gonna last you for a very, very long time. Of course, you gotta have your temperatures right. Keep everything cool. Have a nice cloth around them so they won't oxidize and get brown, which is something I had to learn through the years. Oxidation made me put in a lot of work to keep things white. I can give you an example because I don't really discriminate. I don't really buy a lot of Jordan 1 mids, but if it's a nice colorway or the materials is A1, I will cop a mid. Like this right here, if you look good, it got slight browning on the mid panel. Slight browning, which I can get this straight. Some things I can buy. Mainly you want to use vinegar, a good cleaning dishwashing agent, and it would get this back white again. But I got slight browning here. If you saw my first video I ever did, I had some browning on I'm on my year 12s. That's because of oxidation and the vanilla paper. But you gotta be careful with that vanilla paper with white. They will yellow your shoes or brown your shoes because that's a unique shade of color there. Another one of my personal favorites, yes, the Lost and Founds. I got these. Well, here's the thing. I had to pay resale for these. Cost me a grip too. I hit on 2 pair of these. I don't want to say I hit on Sneakers app, and I paid the resale for this one, and I did it smart because I looked to see if there's any slightly defective pairs. What was the price going for them? I found a real good price. This one of my slightly defective pairs I got from GOAT. And I paid a real good price for these. And all it is a little creasing on the heel. That's all. It's a little creasing. And I don't beat them up anyway. My intentions was to beat this shoe up, so I didn't mind the slight little defects if you have intentions to beat up a shoe. And that's what I was going to do with this. Now, as far as OGs, I'm not a big bread person. Breads is cool. I do like them, but they not for me. They might be like that for some others because breads are their favorite on Chicago one, but they're not a favorite for me. So for me, when I seen these came out, it was nostalgia all over again because I like patent leather shoes, but the ones I found myself liking the most was the old school Adidas. And old school Adidas had Concords, and they was known for patent leather, especially black and red ones. So when I saw the breads come out in patent leather, oh yeah, it was a must cop for me. I was very excited. They wasn't easy to get. Yeah, they might have dropped in resale value, but I love these. And this is the bread that I wanted. They came with this nice hang tag, and they also say family on the inside. And as far as the receipt and all that stuff for these Lost and Founds, yeah, I got all that stuff. They just in a container box. But yes, I got the receipt and all the other trinkets that came with the Lost and Founds. Like I said before, I tossed all my boxes because I'm doing containers, but I did keep my receipt. That was a nice little feature to come with the Lost and Founds too. Of course, I love my Unions. So far, I have the He's Back and the Fragment Union Jordan 1s. These are 2 I have. I was thinking about getting the Storm Blues, but this covered that. I don't need the Storm Blues now. I love these. And of course, I couldn't say no to a Chicago. I had to pay resale for both of these, but I don't mind. I let them drop down in price a little bit, and I copped them. Now, on the experimental side, if you really love Jordan 1s, it's cool to get you a pair of Zoom Airs. This comes with awesome materials, thick, hairy suede. They have a Zoom struggle insole. That's what they call them, a struggle insole, and it goes from the heel all the way to the front. So you get a nice good cushioning in the inside of these. It's real bouncy. You feel it right up under your insole. And these are very comfortable. Now, you know, green my favorite color, so this couldn't go wrong. Plus, another thing I love about this Nike swoosh is all 3M. It's completely 3M. It look nice when the light hit it. Love this shoe, and it's fun to wear. And I ain't gonna front. If you really want Jordan 1s and you really want to treat yourself, get you a pair of Zoom Airs. You put your feet inside of them, you will love them. Another personal favorite I love is the Turbo Greens. This is such a cool color. It came with a lot of laces to it. I think a purple. I think they came with the teal laces. And it's just cool to rock, man. It's a nice colorway, especially I usually rock these during the summer. I got a top to go with these, a couple tops to go with these, actually. They look different. You get this SP Air Jordan High OG writing on them with the crackle leather. They're just fun to rock. The exposed tongue. Nice little scratchy nubuck action going on. Just kind of got the little distress treatment in a way, and I get a lot of compliments when I break these out. These pretty cool. Something else different I might throw y'all off, but I like it, and some people don't. But when I wear them, I get a lot of compliments. That's this elephant print Air Jordan 1. People was clowning them. They dropped. They sat like crazy. I think I only paid maybe $100 for these, if that. But I love the elephant print. That's one of the main reasons why I love Air Jordan 3s. And it's easy to match. You can find a lot of gear to rock with these. And what set these off, don't rock the black laces. Rock white laces with these. And they look nice. And you get a lot of love if you open-minded to it. You know what I'm saying? But these pretty cool. I like these. Oh, I got to bring these out. This is one of the best non-OG Air Jordans ever. And that's the Obsidians. Another thing what people don't know about this shoe, everybody trip out about the OG, what's the name of the goddamn thing? The shattered backboards. The OG shattered backboards. The leather quality on them. These right here have the same leather quality. The leather is real soft right here on the collar. Real soft. See how you just see all that tumbling immediately once you touch it? The side panels is very soft. Real good soft quality. The toe box is, I gotta take this out so y'all can see this. This is old school. They come with the what you call this? The cardboard. But if you touch this right here, it's very soft. It don't jump up as fast. See how that toe box went down too? Super soft. It got like a slight little unique shine to it. And this is the shattered backboard leather that everybody go crazy about. And they put it on these. And these went down in price. So if you want that type of quality for a Jordan 1, of course you get Obsidian, University Blue. Can't go wrong with this shoe. I think you get University Blue laces and white laces, I think, with this shoe. But man, this is quality. And I love this shoe, man. I mean, you can't go wrong with Obsidian and University Blue together. To me, it looked better than University Blue and black. This is a much better look. Now you see it's old school because all these swooshes are the small swooshes. They're not the fat ones. The Jordan ones we get today, the swooshes are fatter. Like, let me see. This is a bad example. Yeah, it's a bad example. I'll get you a newer version in a second. Hold on. Since we're on the topic of shattered backboards, I can pull mine out and you can see the difference between the swooshes. This how the shattered backboard swoosh look. See how it's a little fatter? This the old school. It's thinner. But they say the old school was fatter, but it don't matter. They both swooshes, they both look nice, they both cool. But this one's a little fatter than this one. Now this is a fun pair I like to ride. I get a lot of comment about these. It came with a lot of hype, and then once they released, you know, once people found out they was a little more available to get than they thought, then the hype died down. But bro, when you put these on feet, you get love in the club. And that's the Rebellionaires. These is cool, man. And everybody asks about them. I had to pay the resale for these. They sold out like crazy. I think you only can get them in your boutiques. Once I lost on Sneakers app, I was pissed. I think Snipes had them, but I paid the resale. I got these from GOAT, and it took a little minute. It took for some reason, but yeah, fun pair. I love gray too, and this stopped me from buying the shadows. I got these because I wanted the shadows, and just good enough. It's good enough. And of course, you got all the writing going across the shoe. All this sweet writing. I think it said they can't stop you from wearing them. That's what I think. That's what they the writing is going across the shoe. They can't stop you from wearing them, not them. Of course, I had to get these. This is one of my luckiest moments. I lucked up and hit this on this website, and that's the Mocha ones, the Travis Scott's. Lucked up. It's only two of his shoes I hit. It's these and my Travis Scott sixes, the olive ones, the OGs. Otherwise, that I couldn't hit no more. I don't use bots. I don't use no cook groups. I just do it straight raw from my phone or the laptop. And I luckily hit on these. Came with a lot of laces. One of them in here. The rest of them in the other shoe red. I think they came with a black, a mocha color, the cream, pink. Of course, we all know most people wear pink with these. A lot of laces with these. I love these. I like the little hidden, pocket feature. Fun pair to rock. Gotta love the reverse swoop. A1 quality. Awesome new buck. You get this nice fat tumbling on the swoosh. They A1. I hit these with the suede brush quite often because due to the fact that I don't wear it that much, you know, your suede can get stale. So I got to hit them with the brush to keep them fresh. Because I don't wear them that often. Oh, and one more. This is another one of my favorites. I love the high 85s. I like the old school hard leather on these. I wanted these. I'm a big Georgetown fan. Shout out to and rest in paradise to Coach Thompson. And I had to have these. I got mad love for Georgetown. I always loved the color scheme. And the fact that you get these in a high 85, yeah. Now, if you notice, these got a fat swoosh on it. The swoosh is fat. And you get all the old school specs. The outsole is different. The cut is slightly higher than your regular cut. And this type of leather lasts you a long time. I rocked these a couple of times. I don't have no creasing. And I'm glad I copped these. They went down in value a little bit too. But hey, I'm glad they did because they was up there for a minute. And like I told y'all, when you buy Nike products, especially their gear. It lasts you a long time. I'll show you guys something right quick. Here we go. This is a very infamous thing. This thing is super famous. If you OG, you older guy like myself, you know this right here is the Georgetown Hoya shooting jacket. Of course, you got the African print on the sleeves. Another thing would make this thing famous. Let's see. Another thing make this thing famous is Ice Cube with the West Side Connection wore this on the cover of Source magazine. But this thing, I had this thing for some decades. It's been a long time. There's no holes, no tearing. I don't have no loose stitching. Only thing I might have is a little paint missing from the buttons, but that's easy fix. And I always rock this with my Georgetown gear. Or my Georgetown sneakers. You know I got more than one, because I got love for Georgetown. I mean, we all know Michigan is #1. They first, but I got mad love for Georgetown for everything that Coach Thompson done and all the great players that came from their program. So that's what I have to say about Jordan 1s. You know, if you want some, go ahead and grab some before they be gone, because this the shoe that started it all. You know, yeah, we all know the Jordan 3 kept it going, but the Air Jordan 1 started it all. This started the buzz. This started the frenzy. This got your attention in the first place. Jordan 1. I never forget that. And I always get a special feeling when I get a pair. That's why I have so many of them. I just showed y'all a little sample size of some of my favorites. There's way more in the back. Court purples and taxis, and I'd be all day pulling them out. But another thing I want to talk about, I want to commend everyone that stood their ground and told Nike Jordan Brand that $255 price tag for the Space Jams is ridiculous. And the funny thing about it, I wasn't getting them anyway. Space Jams are cool. They just a little bland for me. I mean, I love my black sneakers, but give me something. All I get is a blue or purple Jumpman on the top corner. That don't do it for me. They should at least put some blue on the outsole or something. You know what I'm saying? Give me some piping, something. So I wasn't getting the Space Jams anyway. It's cool to get that 23 in the back instead of that Bad Luck 45. But still, I didn't want them. I'm very particular about my 11s. I don't buy a lot of 11s. They gotta be dope. You hear me? For me to jump up and be buying 11s. If they basic or they just don't look fly or stand out in a particular way, I don't buy them. I'm very funny about my 11s. That's why I don't have that many of them. I think I might have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dang. 6. About six pairs of 11s. I don't buy a lot of them. I'm very funny about my 11s. Very funny. I don't play about my 11s. I don't jump up and buy every pair. It's not like that for me. Yeah, I got like 6 pairs of 11s. That's it. I don't jump on every release. They got to be dope. They ain't dope, I'm not buying them. But commend y'all for standing y'all ground about the Space Jams. And y'all made Nike bring that price down to $235. Still should be at least $230. $225 would have been cool. But, you know, they on something else, man. It used to be every 5 years we got a price increase. And I want to say since 2020 or 2021, They've been going up $5 every year on their releases, and it's getting ridiculous. The economy is different right now. Everybody not making money like that. These corporations not paying their employees versus how they getting paid. So people feeling the pinch, man. It's different. Yes, we love our sneakers, but we not gonna mess up our priorities and our necessities for sneakers. And they better be dope. But only thing I really caught recently, I changed the game. Usually I wait till Black Friday, but 4th of July sale. You know me, man. Hey, if it's something dope, I'm buying it. I need me some fly casuals. Caught me some Cole Haans, man. Yes, I caught me some cool casuals. I do it all, man. I do my dress shoes and my sneakers. I gotta be A1 and on everything, man. These just touched down recently. They had a nice 70% off sale. And yeah, your man's had a cop a pair. So it's not like I'm just not buying sneakers. I don't want to buy sneakers. I'm not buying sneakers because I honestly just haven't found one that made me jump off the porch yet. But the True Blue 3s, oh yeah, I'm jumping off the porch for those. So you will see a review on those. And maybe I might jump on something else. I didn't want the Miros. They cool, but it just, nah. I'm cool on Miros. They cool. It's not my cup of tea. But they are cool. Don't get me wrong. I love 7s. It's very interesting for 2027 because we got the playoffs, or what we call the Raptors. And I'm getting them Bordeaux 7s. I got Bordeaux 6s. Bump that. I need Bordeaux 7s. So I'm getting the Bordeaux 7s. And I'm still waiting on the Olympic 7s. I think if I did bought the Miros, I would have bought them because he got the 9 in the back. But that's still not enough. I'll wait for the Olympic 7s. And I'm not paying no resale for an older pair. They know we waiting on them. And I want to say they're going to make us wait around Olympic time to get them Olympic 7s. That's what Jordan Brand playing with. They trying to make us wait. Now, I see what they doing. They be hearing everything we say on social media about what we want regarding these 7s. They been using Z Sneakerheads to ask us what we want. We done told them about 5, 6, 8 times we want the Olympic 7s, and they know it. They just making us wait till Olympic time. That's all. You heard that here first. But otherwise that, I'm done. Hopefully you all enjoy your summer. Be safe out there. I hope your holiday was awesome. Y'all be safe. Don't get in no trouble. Don't get in no situations. I know it's hot out there. We all having a great time. And I'm just like you. I want my Jordans and sneakers too. Keep God first in everything you're doing, and you will always be successful. Much love, y'all.